Hey everybody, this is Mr. MegaManFan, and just for kicks, I decided to give you a tour of my Wii in 2019. As you can see, this first page is all of the NES games on my SD card that I keep there because they load up pretty quickly from the SD card. Now, some files that are too big, you can't run from the SD card like WiiWare, but NES games are not in that category. And as you can see, it's a pretty good selection of games, including Euphoria, which was never released in the United States. I made sure to get that before the Wii Shop channel closed. Magician Lord is the only Neo Geo game that I have on here, and that one doesn't run off the SD card. I would have to move that to memory, as would Sin and Punishment for N64, which is too big to run off the SD card. But most of these TurboGrafx games aren't, and I bought quite a few TurboGrafx games back in the day on the Wii Shop channel, including Castlevania Rondo of Blood, which is stupidly expensive if you want to own a physical copy, so there was no reason to not get that before the Wii Shop channel closed, and I hope most of you did because it is a very classic Castlevania game. I do have some WiiWare on the SD card, two of the Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People games. Those are also too big to run off the SD card. The Genesis games, I believe, work off the SD card. These Konami Rebirth titles definitely do not, but those are just backups on the SD card. I keep those on the main Wii menu itself. Let's take a look at that menu right now, shall we? Scroll back to page 1, and as you can see, Castlevania is there along with Mega Man, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 9. That is technically WiiWare. First two Castlevania games, Rondo of Blood, the Castlevania Adventure Rebirth, and 4 Sonic games that fill out the bottom of the first page. It all fits together quite nicely. Then we've got my selection of TurboGrafx games that I keep on demand to play quick and fast whenever I'm in the mood, including Alien Crush, which I do have physically, but it's one of my all-time favorites. A lot of these, though, like Newtopia 2, stupidly expensive. Chu Man Fu, not cheap either. Blazing Lasers, I do have. And, of course, Contra Rebirth, Gradius Rebirth, Pulse Man, which was never released in the US, and Euphoria, which was never released in the US. And all these no longer accessible Wii channels I keep on the last page because I never use those, but they're part of system memory, so you can't delete them. That's my playtime so far for Castlevania Rondo of Blood today. Even in 2019, I regularly use my Wii, which is why all my favorites are right here. I'm Mr. MegaManFan. Thanks for watching.